How are you? Ellen Diekmeyer with the AP.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you.
Very
Welcome.
Thank you so much for sitting down with the Associated Press. I know that there have been lots of parallels drawn between the situation in Ukraine and, the situation in Taiwan. As you watch events in Ukraine, and as other Taiwanese leaders watch events in Ukraine, what lessons are you drawing there?
Everything we're doing now is to prevent the pain and suffering of the tragedy of Ukraine from being repeated in our scenario in Taiwan. So ultimately, we seek to deter the use of military force. But in a worst-case scenario, we understand that we have to be better prepared so as to fortify our defenses and to prevent an attack from harming the people of Taiwan. So we are watching closely. There are a lot of sympathies for the Ukrainian people in Taiwan. We have sent a lot of humanitarian aid and support from our people to the Ukrainian people. From a defense and security perspective, we are learning that there is much to be done in terms of countering an asymmetric situation. The Ukrainian resistance has proved to be very resilient, which is rather inspiring for many. And we are also targeting our own defense reforms in a way that will also enable our defenses to be resilient and strong in an asymmetric way. I think it's critical to send a consistent message to the authoritarian leaders that force is never an option. Force will not be tolerated. The use of force will be met by a strong international response, including consequences on the party that initiates such unprovoked military force.
The U.S. for decades now has had the policy of strategic ambiguity, where it leaves ambiguous whether its military would respond if China were to attack Taiwan. Is that still serving the purpose that it needs to?
It has preserved peace. The status quo has enabled a situation where we have had significant political differences across the Taiwan Strait, and yet we can coexist in a peaceful way. In terms of international assistance for Taiwan, of course, the people of Taiwan welcome any help possible in maintaining the peace and stability that serves our interests. But at the same time, we also understand that we have to be willing to invest in our own defenses if we are to expect anyone to help us.
Should House Speaker Kevin McCarthy visit Taiwan while he's in office as House Speaker?
Well, that will be his decision, but I think ultimately the people of Taiwan have welcomed visitors from around the world. Taiwan is encountering a situation where we are constantly facing China's suppression of our international space. We are being bullied against making friends internationally. China, the PRC government, through its global political influence campaigns, seeks to marginalize Taiwan and prevent the people of Taiwan from connecting to the world. And so I must say that, as a general principle, the people of Taiwan are always open and welcoming to international visitors. Having said that, I think it's important to highlight that, the PRC government has no right to decide or define how we engage with the world. We are a globally connected society today. And I think the people of Taiwan desire to have friends. We will continue to try to make friends.